I finally read Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I'm understanding the hype. Hi, my name is Kaya, I'm 26 years old, and welcome to my booktube. As you can see, this is my first video, and I'm super excited to be posting long-form content on YouTube. If this is your first time seeing me, I also post content on TikTok and Instagram, and it's switched up just a little bit there, so feel free to give me a follow on those as well. I basically will be talking about all things bookish, so anything from book reviews, book recommendations, this or that, yes, no, maybes, my reading raps, and hopefuls for every month. Like, this is your place. So if you like anything bookish, I recommend you subscribe and stay a while. And with that, let's get into our first book review. We're not wasting any time. Like I said, I finally got on the Dungeon Crawler Carl train, and it did not disappoint. I am obsessed. If you're not familiar with Dungeon Crawler Carl, I'll give you just a little synopsis so you know exactly what I'm talking about. So the book basically starts with this guy in his apartment. His name is Carl, and he ends up walking outside, and then everything that is internal, so like everything that is inside, or anyone I should say who's inside, gets crushed like in the middle of the night. Crazy. Turns out it's a whole ass alien invasion.
What?
What? It's a whole alien invasion. Anyways, he starts hearing these voices. He's like, what is going on here? This is crazy. Turns out, like I said, alien invasion, there's only one option to live. You have to go into a dungeon and play these games. So he literally has to go into this huge dungeon to save his own life. And then little does he know, this is being broadcasted to the entire galaxy. Imagine like Big Brother meets Survivor, meets video game, meets alien apocalypse. That is literally what Dungeon Crawler Carl is. Literally. And they're actually killing people. Legitimately killing people. Almost kind of like Hungry. Like, it's crazy. So like I said, the story follows this guy named Carl, but he also has his ex-girlfriend's cat, Princess Donut. And somehow, literally against all odds, they become the perfect duo. People have been talking about this book for a while, and they mention how funny it is. They mention all the action, all the gore, crazy, but literally nothing could prepare me for what this book was about. Every time I tried to explain it to somebody, it was hard to even find the words because it just sounded so insane. What I wasn't expecting though was how much I was going to love the characters. I genuinely love Carl. Like, I think he's awesome. I think he's loyal. I think he's dependable. He's sarcastic, and he's just like a lovable guy, in my opinion. I just think he's really, really funny, and especially when I was listening to the audiobook, I loved the way that his character was narrated. He also, like, I won't say he kept his cool because how does anyone really keep his cool? But for the predicament he was in, he was always trying to do the right thing, and I truly applaud him for that. I don't know what level of Lexapro that is, but he kind of just got in and started getting to work. I also truly feel like he was written the way an actual human probably would have reacted in this situation. I don't know, but like, he felt very humanized, as he should be. He was a human. And then there's my girl, Princess Donut. And I'd say she's probably on my list, maybe of like top 8, top 9 fictional characters. Literally love her. And remember, this is a cat. She is demanding, she is dramatic, she is hilarious, and she knows who she is. And she's funny as hell. I think what truly makes this book so good though is their relationship. Again, this is his ex's cat, so he wasn't even really messing with Princess Donut like that. They just happened to both survive, and he ends up kiki and haha with the cat. I will say though that there was genuine loyalty within their friendship, and I loved it. Like, it literally warmed my heart, and to see them progress over the first book, it was just amazing. Now, let's talk about the dungeon itself, because it was so creative. Every floor introduces new challenges, new opportunities, new loot, and new ways to die. And the world building was just so insanely epic in this. Like, you just never knew what was gonna happen on the next level. It was crazy. Like, it made me think about things that I've just genuinely never even thought about in my entire life. But at the same time, and look, I know that this is an 8-book series, so I was gonna assume that they weren't gonna die, but like, everything always felt very real. Like, they got themselves into some crazy ass situations, and I was like, hey, yo, this is getting a little too close for comfort in my book. And that's the thing. People did die. The choices that they were making during these, I won't even call them adventures because they're literally fighting for their lives to survive. But like, the choices that they were making were very, very real. And so I can truly say, not only did I laugh when I read this book, but I also cried. Like, there were just so many emotions and I felt them out loud. Anyways, I am super excited to read book 2 and see what happens next with Carl and Princess Donut. And I can't believe that I have 7 more books of this to read. Like, honestly, amazing. I'm so excited. So if you enjoy action, humor, high stakes, crazy friendships, like sci-fi, gore, all of that stuff, this book is for you. I highly recommend it. And if you can, I recommend listening to the audiobook or even immersive reading. That's what I do, where I listen to the audiobook as I'm reading the physical copy. And we're about halfway, actually, we're more than halfway. We're more than halfway through the year. This is hands down one of my favorite reads so far of the year. If you haven't already, pick up a copy of Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinniman and go to town. Like, one of the best decisions you will ever make. I can't wait to read the rest of the series. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little book review. I hope you subscribe so that you can come back, because I have so much content planned and I'm so excited to finally kick off this YouTube page. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.